Today is all about marketing. Marketing for writers, marketing for artists, marketing for creative entrepreneurs. And what we're going to be doing in this video very specifically is we're going to be looking at how to sell or how to be seen when you feel that people don't get you. It's a really common place that a lot of my clients find themselves in. They feel misunderstood. They feel that if people really understood what it was they were trying to sell, they would buy more. So what do we do when we're in this situation? I really want to take you through some nice journaling prompts, and I'm also going to be taking you through how you can analyze your journaling prompts and get insights and really make progress in this area and start to make transformation. So we're going to be doing some real-time writing exercises. I'm going to be setting the timer for around a minute. It might be that you feel that you need a little bit longer. That's fine. You can pause the video, you can come back and do it later, but I want to take you through the whole process. So I want to be doing real-time writing with you so that you have an understanding of what to do once you've done each journal prompt and how to start to dig deeper and break this information down. So we're really going to be working side by side with this. So grab your notebooks and really get yourself comfortable, get yourself ready to go through the whole process. So marketing when people don't get us. The first thing that we need to do is to brainstorm all of the ways in which we're currently being misunderstood. So what is it that people don't get about you? What is it that people are misunderstanding? What is it that people aren't seeing or hearing in terms of your services or your products or your offer? How is it that people are missing out on what it is you're talking about? So how is it that people don't get you? How is it that they're misunderstanding you? Or how is it that they are not seeing you? So let's take a minute with this one and see where you get to. Off you go. All right, so just finishing that one off. So what we've done there is brainstorm all of the ways that people are misunderstanding us or people aren't getting us. So what we want to do here, we've got everything that you've written down. Now, some of the things that people will often explain when I do this exercise with them, they might say, oh, well, people don't understand what it is I'm writing about, or people don't understand what it is I'm selling because they don't know about me. So again, you might be thinking, oh, it's great for you to say, what is it that people don't get about me? But people aren't even finding me, like they're not even seeing me in the first place. So it might be that that's been the theme of everything that you've written down. I know for me with my business, in terms of the fact that I sell a program for writers and for creative entrepreneurs, teaching people how they can transform the way that they think, I know that an area of misunderstanding, for me, is where a writer might be thinking, oh, it's different for you, like I'm stuck, you don't understand how stuck I am, it's different for you in what you teach. Sure, maybe some people might have had results, but it's not going to happen for me. And so that misunderstanding misunderstanding is very much based on they're stuck in the way that they see the world. So it may be that people aren't seeing you. It may be that they're so stuck in the way that they see things and how they see the way that things are that they're not able to believe you, or they're not able to trust you. So you might be thinking, okay, some of the themes coming up here is a lack of belief or a lack of trust. So what we do for the second step is own it. Own it in capital letters. This is an absolutely essential step. It was a game changer for me and my own marketing, and it's a game changer for the clients that I'm working with in terms of how I'm helping them get their message out, reach their audience, be seen in a way that is authentic and believable. You've got to own it. So, firstly, you're looking for those themes, and so take time to either underline. So I'm underlining here. People don't get me because they're thinking about their own experience. They don't believe it. So I'm putting down their own experience. I'm underlining they don't believe it. They don't trust. So really looking at your themes, and then we're going to be journaling on how to own it. Like, what does that even mean in this context? So owning it is where you take your theme and you look within yourself and you say, how does this apply to me? Now, it's massive in terms of the results that you get. Now, generally, when something's massive in terms of the results you get, it raises the level in terms of how difficult it is to do. So we have this misconception of like, oh, because this isn't easy, because it's hard, I don't want to do it. If you find something hard, stick at it, because when you master it, those results are going to be really, really awesome. So that's what's so awesome about the owning it phase. Yes, it's hard, but when you do own it, the results really change quite dramatically, and suddenly that marketing and that energy and the way you feel about it, it really starts to shift quite quickly. So owning it, you're looking at the themes and then you're inquiring, how is this relevant for me? So for example, if people aren't seeing you, or if people don't know that you exist, you're going to be journaling on, in what way am I not seeing myself? What parts of me do I not really feel exist yet? It might be that you're saying, oh, people don't believe me or they don't trust me. Again, owning it would be journaling on, in what ways do I not believe myself? In what ways do I not trust myself? And so you're really journaling on all of those misunderstandings as if they're your own misunderstanding. Really lovely stuff comes up with this one. So again, let's take a minute. You will probably need significantly longer for this one. But again, I just want to take you through the process and give you a sense of what to do for the next step. But please do come back to this one, or please do feel free to pause the video now, take a little bit longer, and then come back to the next step. So for today, we're just going to take a minute. I want for you to start owning it. In what ways do those common themes apply directly to you? Off you go. All right. So now we've got a few passages, a few sentences where you're beginning to see, oh, okay, this is actually applying to how I'm feeling about myself. Now, this place can be a little bit scary. And I totally remember how it felt for me when I was really starting my own business, when I first started my coaching program and I was selling memberships on my program, and I was worrying that people wouldn't believe me or that they wouldn't trust that I'd be able to make the kind of transformation that I was offering to make. You know, can I really teach people how to think and feel differently? And yeah, at the beginning, even though I knew that all of the techniques and processes had worked for me, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if I believed in my capacity to teach other people how to create transformation in their lives. So I found that when I did this practice, I was like, I don't believe that I can help other people. I believe that I can help myself, but I don't yet know if I can promise that others can make transformation. And then I was scared. I was like, oh my God, I'm running this coaching program. I'm selling memberships in my program, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get the results. But here's the really beautiful part, and here's how it applies to marketing. When I was really honest with that, when I was really honest that I had that fear, it meant that I could meet my audience. It meant that I could meet my client. It meant that I could meet my potential customer. Because if my customer is thinking, I don't know if I can believe you, and I'm denying that I'm doubting myself, we've got this space in between us where there's an untruth, where there's a lie. And then no wonder my client feels that they can't trust me. And no wonder I kind of feel like I'm a bit of an imposter, because we're all kind of working around the elephant in the room, which is we're both a little curious as to how this is going to turn out. And so we then create that authenticity into a place where we put it into our marketing. So now I'm very open. When I have conversations with potential clients, I will say to them, listen, these processes have absolutely transformed my life. These processes have transformed the lives of this client and this client. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm 100% certain that they will transform your life. And then the potential client is like, oh, okay. And there's something about that level of honesty that just clears away all of the doubt, that clears away all of the icky, are you just trying to sell me something because you just want to get money from me? And then we have an open conversation. So it's going to be the same with you and your readers or your audience or your potential customers. Whatever you're owning here, you want to put that into your marketing. So maybe you're owning here the fact that you're not yet seeing yourself. Maybe you were journaling thinking, oh my God, like I realize like I've got this whole talent that I'm just not acknowledging within myself. And so suddenly that becomes part of your marketing. You start to think, well, what is it that I'm not acknowledging within myself? And how can I put that into my marketing? So it might be that you're not acknowledging the fact that you're really vulnerable, that you're really sensitive. Suddenly you start to put that vulnerability and that sensitivity into your marketing, and your audience are like, oh, I feel really touched by this. I feel really able to connect with this person because they're being vulnerable, because they're being sensitive. And so you're more fully being yourself. You're more fully presenting the truth of who you are. And therefore you get seen by the kind of people who understand that. So suddenly you've gone from being misunderstood to being seen by the people who can understand you. It's a really beautiful process. So here's where we want to create that next step. So here's where you meet. Remember where I said if the potential customer or the client or the audience is thinking, wait, I don't believe you, and I'm thinking, I don't know if I believe myself. But if I meet them, I'm basically saying, this is what I do believe. And that then gives them an opportunity to say, okay, well, I guess I also believe this. And then if I'm saying this is what I believe, but this is what I don't believe, it also gives the client an opportunity to say, well, this is where I'm at in terms of what I don't believe. Then they can own it themselves. Boom, massive transformation. So suddenly your potential customer is saying, actually, there's nothing wrong with the product. It's my doubt about this product. Oh, if I own my doubt, then I acknowledge I want the product and I want to overcome my doubt. So if it's you're selling some new app that's a very technical experience and your client really wants it, but they doubt their ability and they own that doubt, they're going to be like, I want to get that app because I want to learn how to use it and I want to get over my doubts. So when you own it, your potential customer can own it, and then you both get to meet and you both get to have a very powerful, authentic conversation. You meet them, they meet you, and this wonderful new level of marketing takes place where it's honest. Everyone's owning how they're feeling. The truth is really in the moment. So let's take a moment to journal that. If you're thinking about what you're owning and you're thinking about what that's going to enable your customer or your reader or your potential client to own, I want for you to now get clear about where you can meet them in this new, very authentic, honest, truthful plane. This lovely level that you have upgraded to, where can you now meet your customer? So I want for you to journal on the way that you're now understanding the process and how you see that you can now meet your customer from this new place. Again, let's take a minute for this one and see what you come up with. Okay. So what's nice about this final step is you really get a sense of the energy or the attitude that you're coming to your marketing with. So these journaling prompts help you get to that place of truth. And actually, as I journaled here, which was something that I remembered when I first started to do this process myself, is that I got to a place where I felt that I could explain everything because I was really clear on what I was afraid of. I was really clear on what I was afraid my potential client would think. And so I was now in a space where I was like, do you know what? I'm comfortable with all of this. I feel like I can talk about everything. And when we're in a place when we're in this place with our marketing where we feel we can talk about everything, our marketing becomes really clear. It becomes a really open message. It becomes a message that's full of all the information. And so we are really increasing our chances of being understood. It's only when we don't know stuff or when we're trying to conceal stuff that the marketing feels really, really false. And if we're not explaining everything, then we are going to be misunderstood by our audience and by our potential customers. So doing this process really enables you to come to a place where you can explain everything that needs to be explained and you don't have to conceal anything. So a nice process, like I said, you might want to take longer with these journaling prompts. Really give yourself the time. I cannot stress enough how powerful it is to keep going through this process, keeping on top of your marketing, really improving it so you really get to a place where it feels fun, where marketing gets to a place where you feel like it's just an authentic, engaging and an exciting conversation. If you like the idea of that and if you found these journal prompts useful, then you are going to really get a lot of value from my free masterclass. There's a video download. I will drop the link just below. And when you download the video, you're also going to get access to a free live masterclass. You'll be able to join me and the community live. You'll also get a link where you'll be able to come and join us in the community on Facebook as well. So lots of lovely added bonuses there, as well as that free video. Create, live and earn just the way you want. You're going to learn some key techniques to how to create the life that you want, how to generate the income you want. You're also going to learn the myth about motivation and how to make sure you really stay on track for your creative dreams. Really nice to be at the desk today. Really nice to be doing some journaling with you. Stay on your game, folks. Those creative dreams are literally waiting for you to do the work and step up and grab hold of them. Wishing you a really beautiful rest of day and see you on the next video. Take care.